As we come back, let us remind you that At the Post Live, Sterling on Saratoga is coming to you live from the Parting Glass Pub in downtown Saratoga and is presented by Naira and Partners, Capital OTB. Watch, wager, and win with Capital OTB. And Timeform US. Visit timeformus.com for summer discounts on unlimited PPs, unbeatable prices for players following Saratoga every day. And I know you're all following Saratoga every day, and you're following Timeform, and you are following my main man, Mike Beer, who has joined us. Mike is having as great a meet as I'm having. Do you have a smart opinion the whole meet?
No, not.
I was close.
Not even one. You know what, though? I don't think it matters. I was listening to Barbara Banke up here before. She made it sound very appealing to get into wines. You grow some grapes, you crush them, you make some wine, you sell it. I could do that.
Think we should leave racing and make wine?
Yeah.
Really?
And then you go buy some horse.
Really? It does sound really appealing. I got to tell you, you want to leave all this behind?
Yeah, I don't.
You're not leaving this.
I would rather lose at Saratoga than grow grapes.
Really? Well, yeah, I'd like to grow grapes, make some money in the wines, and then hang out here and not have to, work 6 hours a night on these cards.
Yeah, sure.
But then I couldn't hang out with you and do Talking Horses with you. Tomorrow's card is sensational. Mike and I are hopeful that the rain did not. I think, first of all, we needed the rain. I mean, the turf courses have gotten a little, I wouldn't say unreliable, but it happens in Saratoga. It's a double-edged sword. You obviously want to stay on the turf, but you need to get some rain so the turf courses don't get too hard and get a little unfair.
Yeah, I was actually not that disappointed that it rained, and it did rain pretty hard for a while today, but it also cleared up pretty quickly. So I hope we're good for the weekend.
Yeah, it's a sensational card tomorrow, actually, and there's some really good dirt maiden races tomorrow. That dirt maiden race, I think it's the 7th race, where you're going to have, I assume, Tennessee for Todd Pletcher will be a big favorite. Are you trying to beat that horse?
Yes. I feel like he's going to win. I also feel like I don't want to bet him. He's running against the best horse that he has ever run against on Saturday. And Saludos Amigos. I think Rockfall's a very good horse. It's a good spot for him, but he's facing a better horse on Saturday. I think Saludos Amigos can beat that horse.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I wonder if Clearly Now will run better.
Give up on it. You have to give up on Clearly Now.
I can't.
You have.
I can't. I'm loyal.
I'm
like
telling
a dog.
you right now.
I'm like a dog. I'm loyal to Clearly Now.
That horse is done.
Ward Dancer is going to win the Bowling Green, the ninth race.
I know, he is. I agree.
I know.
And I love Chad's horse in there, and it's the right time for them to run him in a race like
Innovation
this. Innovation Economy.
I hope he does well.
Ward Dancer's winning that race.
I agree. It's kind of a conundrum for me because I'm rooting for Innovation Economy, but I'm betting Ward Dancer. And I don't know, is anybody going to be left in the Jim Dandy, or are they all going down to run in the Haskell?
It's going to be a two horse.
I heard the most ridiculous comment. I believe somebody at Monmouth said that the Haskell is the 4th jewel of the Triple Crown or something. It was open to older horses until 15 years ago. How could it possibly be considered the 4th jewel of the Triple Crown?
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Can anybody beat American Pharoah if you look at the race? Upstart?
I guess Upstart could beat him.
Should have beat him in the Derby. It was close. It was a tough photo for me.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't know.
Does it matter if he beats him? Well, I think it's important. American Pharoah. Listen, I'm glad that there's some competition in there.
Me too.
I think it's good for racing that American Pharoah is facing some tougher horses.
It's not. Yeah, I agree with that. It's just to me, it's not. I haven't really looked at it yet, so I shouldn't really comment on it. But I just don't think it's that interesting a race from a betting
standpoint, right?
I don't. So
but it is interesting from the sport to see him run.
Yeah, I agree with that. From a betting perspective, I don't care about it. I do want to see him run, though, and I'm glad that they're running him. I think it's really good for the game.
No, I agree, and they've been terrific about him. And I tell you what's amazing.
I wouldn't run
One thing that's amazing about him is how quickly he seems to bounce back.
Yeah, he happens to be a very, very good horse, and just if you don't believe it, and we've
knocked him in all his races, and we were wrong.
Go back and watch the Belmont. That was a serious performance.
Right. He makes his own trips. He gets things his own way, but he performs.
He's good.
He delivers. And it'll be interesting to see what he does in the Haskell. And we're actually going to have to take a quick break. We're almost done. I can't believe it's almost over. But stay with us as we come right back. At the Post Live is brought to you by the Brave Will Foundation, giving families hope. We are back with At the Post Live, brought to you by Naira. Wager on Naira.com. Naira's new state-of-the-art wagering interface. Andy Serling here with Mike Beer. I want to thank everybody that joined us tonight. Mark Cassie for taking time out of his busy schedule. Barbara Banke as well. It's great to have her. Barbara Livingston. It was great to have Barbara joining us. And, of course, my good friend Mike Beer. Before we wrap things up, things are really going to start heating up in Saratoga. You got anything you really like over the next two cards to give somebody one winner I mean, come on. You've been worse than me.
I haven't given out a winner in the first 6 days. Why should I start giving out winners now?
You were really smart at Belmont, though.
I know.
That's ancient history.
How long can I ride that?
Not that wave is already over.
The first person I saw in here today said, "You've been doing terrible up here. Do you have anything better coming up?"
And?
No, I don't.
Who's going to win the Whitney? I know who's going to win the Whitney. Tonalist.
Oh, yeah?
Tonalist is going to win the Whitney. He's been the unluckiest horse in racing this year.
Say that every time he runs, though, that he's going to win.
He's here clearly now, except he kind of delivers. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for joining us. Next week, as we mentioned, Jimmy Jerkins will be joining us. Hoping to have Mike Hush in here as well. Leah Giamatti will definitely be here. I'm hoping to drag my friend Andy Beyer down here. I hope you can join us. We're going to do a tribute and talk about the great Alan Jerkins on At the Post Live. That'll be next week. We hope everybody can join us down here. Mike will be here. Hopefully you'll be here. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
You've been listening to At the Post Live, Sterling on Saratoga, presented by Naira Rewards, live from Parting Glass Pub in downtown Saratoga. Tonight's show was brought to you in part by Timeform US and Capital OTB. Join us next Thursday from 8 till 9 p.m. for another hour of insider discussion about the Saratoga racing scene with Andy and his special guests. Remember to follow us on Twitter at the Post Live. This has been a production of Camden Sports.